What up, YouTube? We are back, baby, with another video. Guys, I ain't never gonna stop, y'all. I love this shit. Thank you for everyone that supports me. And like, comment, subscribe. You already know what time it is. But first things first, I want to tell you guys about my worst experience I've ever had. I lost everything. It's as simple as that. I lost everything. And I'm going to tell you exactly how it happened. But first, you already know what time it is. Velo, 9 milligram, baby. We're dipping on the peppermint. No double upper decker tonight, y'all. I'll do a single upper decker for y'all. Cheers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Shout out to Jacob Jones. That motherfucker's a gangster. And a little bit different tonight. Got off work, had a great night, by the way. And the owner of the business gave me a Blue Moon Belgian White. Never had this before, so we're gonna go ahead and take this sucker down and see how it tastes. Cheers. Never had a Blue Moon. I think there's something wrong with this beer. That's so bad, as a matter of fact, I'm pouring it out. Wow. That was not good. I don't know what that... Yeah. So, I guess I'm not a Blue Moon guy. But hey, you know what? We got backups, baby. That was not a joke, by the way. That was serious. That thing sucked ass. Which I could fuck with, but not tonight. Busch Light the tall way, baby. You know I'll never change, and I ain't never gonna stop. Cheers. Now that's a beer. Oh my God. I mean, there's just nothing like a tall boy Busch Light when you get off work. Shout out to Coors Light, though. Sponsor me. All right. How did I lose everything? Well, before I tell you how I lost everything, let me tell you what I had. I always had a bad hairline. All right. Well, this is probably 3-4 years ago, man. I had a business. I had an LLC. I had started a power washing company. I had a bunch of tools. Probably, I'd say about 10 grand worth of stuff in the business. It was a small business, but I was making money, man. It was awesome. I got to work for myself for the first and only time I've ever been able to in my life. Excuse me. And I loved it. Let's see. I had a truck, my own truck that I owned at the time. This vehicle that I'm in, by the way, is not my vehicle. It's a family member's. They let me use it to work. If you ever see this video, thank you very much. I love you. You know who you are. And anyone else that supports me, you also know who you are. I love you as well. Anyway, so I had my own truck. It was a little Toyota, red 97 Toyota Tacoma. It was a small truck. It was bad fucking ass. And it was my work truck, man. Yeah, I probably had about 20-25 grand in total just for my business and everything to run it. And I had a Gucci belt with my last name stenciled on the back. Cost me $600. I had a couple pairs of J's, couple $100 a piece. I had some badass subwoofers in the back of my work truck. And so what happened and how I lost everything was I had a good job at the time. And I said, you know what? I'm kind of tired of what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a couple years. I'm going to try a local factory. And I just straight up, my supervisor was a dick and it didn't really work out for me. Where I was living at the time, my roommate worked during the day and I worked at night. And we didn't have AC in the house. I didn't have a fan in my room and it was very hot. It was during the summer, so it was already hard to like get sleep. But my roommate wasn't the sharpest of pencils in the box. And I'll just put it like this. I didn't really get very much sleep, and I kept the factory job for about a month. But I couldn't do it, man. I mean, I could do it, honestly. I was making excuses. But yeah, so I quit the factory job I was working at, and I got an opportunity to go to Texas, Austin, Texas, building retaining walls from South Austin to some other major city in Texas. It was supposed to be like a 2 or 3 year project. I was getting paid good money, $565 a day, and that's everything included. And we had a 3-year contract in South Austin, and then after that we were going to go to California and build a retaining wall for a major bypass that they needed. So I was going to be able to travel, and so I brought all my equipment with me, man. I was ready to go, and we got down to South Austin. Had to go through about 2 weeks of just actually getting the job, paperwork and fitness tests and everything else. And if you guys are in hard labor, construction, and all that, this is pretty common practice, especially if you get hired on to a big corporation. And so that went well. And I went down there with one of my best friends at the time. I grew up with him, man. I've known him for 15 years. Known him my whole life. He's the one that got me the job opportunity, and he came with. And I trusted him. I really did. But what ended up happening was on the first day of the job, we were leaving the hotel at 4 in the morning, and I pulled out onto a double highway and I got T-boned. And when I got T-boned, I was pulling out and they were going probably 45 or 50. Thank God. I should have died, but I didn't. Whenever they T-boned me, my head hit the driver's side window of my 97 Toyota Tacoma. And this truck was built like a brick shithouse. It was a very hard made truck. It was very well made. That point being is I was wearing my hard hat. I was wearing my hard hat that, I needed for work. And if I was not wearing that hard hat, I would have died. But anyway, it totaled my truck. I lost all my tools. I broke my neck in 2 places. My C7 and C8 vertebrae. I got immediately taken to the hospital. I was found at fault for the wreck because I turned to left into a double highway. Yeah, so there went my truck and a good amount of my tools. But me and my friend went to the impound and we got all of my belongings. And so, so I had lost everything at that point. Well, I hadn't lost everything, but I had lost my business, supplies, and my truck. And now I have a broken neck, no job, and, it's starting to get rough, man. And so we stuck around Austin for about a week. And my friend got fired off the job. Well, really, he quit because he couldn't handle it. He was a pussy, honestly. I mean, that's fucking bullshit. And if you ever see this video, you know who you are. And bro, fuck you. I've told you it before, and I will stand by it. I want nothing to do with you. Stay away from me. Stay away from my family. I want nothing to do with you. I hope you do good, but fuck you. So this is what happened. And so he quit, and he wanted me to go down to Houston. Now, where I live, where I came from before I went to Austin, was a 16-hour drive. So I'm 16 hours away from anyone that can help me other than this motherfucker. I've got all my belongings in his vehicle. And he wanted me to go to Houston. And I said, dude, we're not going to fucking Houston. I have a broken neck. I cannot work. You quit this job. I need you to take me back home because I'm not going any farther with you. I mean, this is it. And he straight up said, no, I'm not taking you back. And I said, okay, well, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you are, because I have a broken neck and no vehicle. Motherfucker, you have all my shit in your car. You're taking me to home, essentially. Well, he didn't want to do it. So we were arguing, we were fighting. And I got out to smoke a cigarette. And he left me at the gas station. He took all my shit. He took my birth certificate. He took all of my clothes, thousands of dollars worth of clothes. and God knows what he did with it. I had to walk about 7 miles into Austin City proper. Guys, the only thing that I had on me, I didn't have my phone charger, but I had my phone. I had my wallet, and it just so happened I had my Social Security in my wallet. I had a white t-shirt, a pair of jeans, a pair of shoes, and I didn't even have my neck brace that the hospital gave me from breaking my neck. It was in the car whenever he left me at the gas station. So all I had was my wallet, my phone, and the clothes on my back. And that's really how I lost everything. A little bit was bad luck, but another good half of it was shitty people. And yeah, I ended up renting a hotel for about 3 days. I had maybe $1,500 to my name. I stayed in a nice hotel. I ate nice food because I knew this Greyhound that I had got was going to be a bitch, and it was. It was a 40-hour trek. I went from South Austin to Houston, Houston to El Paso, El Paso to Memphis, and then from Memphis to where I am now. I had a terrible time. I didn't sleep at all. I couldn't get comfortable with my neck. It hurt me like hell. And yeah, guys, I mean, that's just a little bit of insight on how I lost it all. And after I went through all that, regardless of the healing of my neck, it did a lot to me mentally, losing all that and having to start over. It's been really hard. But I'm in good health. I work hard. I healed up nicely. And yeah, so that's my story. A little bit of it. That's a little bit of my story. If you guys made it to the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate you guys sincerely. I guess the only thing left for me to do is give it a nice chug. Cheers, y'all. If you're drinking along, drop what you're drinking in the comments. Yeah, baby!